What up, CNET Nation? Welcome back to CNET's live coverage of CES 2017. I am Brian Tong, and joining me here is CEO Noah Kraft from Doppler Labs. 2 thumbs up for this guy. He's here to show us some really cool, not even really cool, to me, a little bit of a mind-blowing wireless earbuds. We know wireless earbuds are super hot. And Noah, first of all, thanks so much for coming out here and being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
I know you're a busy man. And let's just jump right into it.
Sure.
We're here to talk about the Hear One earbuds. Is that the official name of them, or what do you guys call them?
Call them earbuds.
Oh, what do you call them? Just
Hear One.
Okay, see, that's why he's here to tell me it's Hear One.
If anything, they're earbuds.
Or Hearables?
You
don't like that? See, people have been throwing that around, right?
Because it basically piggybacks on wearables, which has a lot of connotation to it as well.
Yes.
The way we look at it is, Hear One's truly the first computer for the ears. And I know that's a big statement.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
But the way we look at this product is, obviously, there's a lot of wireless headphones on the market. And if you know, we started with this product called Hear Active Listening. And the main purpose of Hear Active Listening was to tune you in or tune you out of your world in a way that was right for you, right?
That showcased last year. That was showcased
that was
last
a
year
year
at
ago.
CES, right?
Exactly
That's where you showed
right.
off the technology.
Exactly. And the purpose of that was we wanted to give people full dynamic control over how they hear the world. We call it kind of superhuman hearing. You put that product in, and you could turn the volume up, you could turn the volume down, you could add filters like airplane mode, and it was really kind of augmented reality. Now, we knew to really make this a product that people could use all the time, headphone functionality is something people need. And so with Hear One, what we did is we said, look, we're going to use the kind of basis of a headphone, a wireless headphone, as a way to get people to adopt this product. If you think of the analog of kind of the iPhone, right? The iPhone's a computer. But when Apple launched it, they didn't call it a pocket computer. They called it an iPhone because the core function to begin with was phone calls. But then you had apps, and then you had email. And so the way we look at the world is we believe in the future people are going to be wearing tech in their ears a lot more. And we want to give people a full feature set of streaming, telephony, but also the secret sauce we add is when you put the product in, you can hear the world totally normally. And that's what you're going to try today, because what that allows you to do is still be able to interact with people, have this experience that's dynamic, as well as utilize a headphone, telephony, and everything else you'd find in a normal headphone.
I think what I want to be clear to the audience right now is that, I brought Hear One on stage because I've never tried these. This is really the first time that they're showing them off, to outlets to showcase in video format.
Yeah.
You guys have kind of been a little more secretive, like, okay, we'll let some of the writers talk about it. So to me, there's this little bit of like tech hype built up, and I just wanted to experience it the first time, but also allow you all watching to really understand what's going on here, because quite honestly, this is one of the products that I'm most hyped up for 2017, and so why not bring them to stage? Everything I've read and heard sounds bonkers. So can you first of all just kind of like bust them out and talk about
so Matt, give me a pair of Hear One. So
I also got a new nickname for them instead of computer for your ears.
Yeah.
How about a compute here?
You can imagine every version of that.
Damn, I wasn't the first one. I wasn't the first one.
We've even earputers.
Okay.
Every bad branding idea you can imagine.
I think that's great branding.
Earputers?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's check this out.
So this is Hear One.
Okay.
So the first thing is this is for your left ear.
Okay, let's give people a chance to kind of see these, right? This is like all wireless earbuds, or like the Hear Ones.
Yeah.
This is a charging case, correct?
Yes. And so basically the way the tech works is the charging case basically allows you to get multiple charges out of it. But as you can see, the buds are really small. And we spent a lot of time with this product. Yeah. Making sure we kind of tried to balance 3 things. One is aesthetics. It's really important to us that this is a product people wear proudly. Because it has that pass-through, people are going to be wearing this in social environments, right? We actually launched the last product at Coachella, and you can imagine having people put tech in their ears is not the easiest thing at a festival, but that's a whole part of the ethos of what we're doing. We want to play in spaces where a normal wireless headphone can't, because a normal wireless headphone is about isolating you so you can listen to a stream. Now, we can do that very well, as you'll try, but what we can do that no one else can do is that full augmentation that allows you to connect with the world.
Okay,
so let's put it in your ears.
Give it a shot.
And to your point, like, hype is cheap. The product is what matters.
This again, first, I'm a Hear One virgin, as they say. Okay, I'm a hergin. A hergin.
We could keep riffing
a
on.
Hergin, I guess. Okay, so. All right, is this a?
It's left. You're going in the right.
I put it in the wrong hole, guys.
Wow.
My bad. Here we go. All right. Okay.
Perfect.
There we go. Got it in.
This is for the right ear. There you go.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Okay, whoops. There we go.
No, it's perfect.
Okay.
So the first thing you'll see is you have a product in your ears, but you can hear me completely normally, like it's your normal ears.
So is there any setting that you've set on?
This is our 0. So if you see, basically the home app has the volume knob, and so we'll actually, perfect, this is 0.
Okay.
And so what we've worked really hard on is, what we're actually doing is digitally reproducing the audio entering your ears.
Really?
Your ears are completely blocked, and the fact that it sounds like your normal ears was not easy to do.
This sounds very normal to me.
So that's the whole point. So
Okay.
your baseline is, even though you have a product in your ears, you're just interacting with the world. Now this is where it starts getting weird. I'm gonna
Let's get weird.
turn up the volume on your world, and all of a sudden everything is gonna be very loud.
I can hear you loud and clear. You're really
But
loud.
then I can turn down the
Ooh.
volume on your world.
Okay, he just basically it feels like right now the
like an
earbuds
earplug.
are in my ear. Yeah, they're plugs right now that I can't hear anything.
And so what we've
Wow,
done
let's
is
go
you
back to
have this
normal.
full volume knob. But what we started with, of course, with this product is an excellent headphone. Because to get people to really adopt this, we want to set the standard for wireless streaming.
Okay.
Because that's the baseline. You got to get the table stakes right, and then you can build on top of it. Again,
Absolutely.
if the iPhone hadn't made good phone calls, you wouldn't have used it for email, App Store, etc. Right? So what type of music are you into?
Give me some hip hop. Give me something like that, or give me
My-
a little Riri, whatever you got.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna give you some we're gonna give you some Dizzy Rascal. It's gonna
Okay.
be, and this will show you how good the bass is. So the first thing I can do is I can mimic a true wireless headphone. So I'm gonna actually turn down the volume of your world, noise
Okay.
canceling, and I'm gonna turn up the music.
Wait, talk right now.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good.
Yeah.
This is good.
And so what we can do is, what we did is we created
I
a
can't
head.
hear you right now.
I know. So
Don't-
actually-
wait, when you're talking,
Here's the first thing: tap the side.
all right. Tap one tap.
Yep.
Oh, wait, what just happened?
You went into bypass mode. You're now to normal hearing.
Okay, so you're first like in your own world, listening to music, and then with one tap,
So let's
I
say
can now,
let's say you're sitting at your desk,
or
open
let's
office.
say you're at a coffee shop and a
Yes.
young lady walks by that
That's
you
ex-
want to talk to.
that's
I'm looking out
exactly
for all
right.
you nerds out there. All right.
No, but the point is, right now we're having a totally normal conversation.
Yes.
But you have a product in yours.
Yes.
Tap again.
You're just trying to blow my mind here, aren't you? Girl wasn't talking to me. I'm back to my music.
You
It's
got
like,
it.
Forget you.
So-
Forget you. I don't need this.
The basic premise here.
I got my Sinatra in my ear right now.
But actually, so to that point, actually, I'll show you one more thing with the headphone. We call
Okay.
this layered listening. So, what I showed you before was a headphone. Right now, you're listening to Duke Ellington at like 30%, right?
Okay.
But you can still hear me totally normally. So now you have a soundtrack to your life.
Yeah.
So the point of this is I'm controlling, but you, when you have this, have the mix for yourself. So maybe you want full fidelity of the world with the score. I listen to the score of the Gladiator all the time because it just pumps me up. But I do it at 20%. So no one knows I have the score of the Gladiator on at 20% that's just totally pumping me up.
Wow. Okay, so,
So
for
he's
those
still
of you
listening
that are,
to- yeah, explain
for
what's-
those of you that are watching, are you understanding kind of what we're talking about? Does this make sense? I know you can't hear it, but I'm able to experience the world around me while also listening to my music and on the fly change that. Like,
And I'll
that's
show
crazy.
you. Now I'm going to put the commentary for the Giants in your ears. So
Oh,
you could
yeah.
be sitting here right now, totally interacting with me, but hooked into the game, if that's what you need, right? It's true mixed reality.
I hope I'm interacting with you more than I'm listening to the game.
I'm
It's
not.
okay.
I hope I'm not that boring, right? Or Siri. Siri can just give you an update, but we're still totally talking. It doesn't
Yeah.
remove you at all, and that's one of the power of the ear, right? Unlike the eyes, where it's totally in the way, you can do this kind of subliminally, right? I'm going to give you the weather right now.
Yep.
Weather update, but again, you're not removed from me, and you can choose to listen to that. You can choose what volume it's at. You have full control of these layers.
These are incredibly cool. Now, a question that obviously there's a lot of hype around Apple's AirPods. What type of physical controls can you play pause? Because here's the thing, my biggest criticism is you can only set it to prompt you Siri or pause and play. So what level of controls do the Hear One have?
So right now we have several stages of UI.
Okay.
So as you can see, a lot of it is app enabled right now, and we added Cap Touch because we don't want you to have to pull out the phone.
Yeah.
So right now you can tap touch for bypass, you can tap touch for phone calls, and you can double tap for Siri.
Okay.
Right?
okay.
But we didn't want people doing all this. Some other, yeah, exactly, like
hey,
volume
ladies.
swipes,
Hey,
triple
ladies.
Morse code on your ears.
Yeah.
That point is that's awkward.
Yeah.
So step one is there's Cap Touch and there's the app. Next is voice. We're really interested in voice commands, right? So this is an audio system. You can imagine a world where a voice pops into your head and says, hey, do you want to go into our restaurant mode? And that's what I'm going to show you next.
Okay.
And all you do is either tap or say yes, and the system, you never take your phone out. And we've built this whole machine learning backend that eventually will even become proactive and curate the world for you. But we're jumping way ahead. Let me show you some.
Because it's a compute here.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that.
So the bottom line is, to your point, the UI is really important to us because it's as much about the social interaction as it is about the tech, right? You need to have this flow. So we're going to bring you deeper into the app, and I know we're going to go through all this, but again, the big part of Hear 1 that makes it different is all this curatorial stuff. So what I'm going to show you next is directional hearing.
Okay.
So we have directional mics in your ears. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of turn your ears left and right. What I'm going to do is actually Matt over there is going to talk. And just right now, kind of, Matt, start talking. So you can't, can you hear what he's saying?
I mean, I can hear him a little bit.
But can you make out what he's saying?
Well,
especially if I'm
really
talking.
Trying, yes. Okay,
but not really,
yeah,
right?
Not really.
So if I'm going to turn on front directional mics.
Okay.
So now turn towards Matt.
Oh, jeez, this is stupid.
Just turn towards him. And he hasn't changed his voice.
Okay, I turned to the dude and started hearing him louder. This is disturbingly crazy badass. This is
so
badass.
wait, he'll whisper to you.
We got a question from the audience.
Question from the audience.
Battery life.
Battery life, great one.
So
Thank you.
It depends how you're using the product, right? So the battery life for streaming is about 2.5 hours with 2.5 full charges in the case. Now, it's a really important point that you were asking about AirPods, and we'll get into this.
Yeah.
This is an episodic product. We are not just your normal wireless headphone. If you want to just have a wireless headphone or a wired headphone, right, AirPods, you should go buy that. This is a product that's really meaningful for specific uses, right? And you can use it as a great wireless headphone, don't get me wrong, but this is for the consumer who's in the open office, who needs that tap so they can interact with people. One of the biggest cohorts that comes to us is commuters, right? You might need to hear while you're biking the world, or when you're on the subway, you might want to talk to your, or if you're in our airplane mode takes out the jet engine but doesn't adulterate human speech.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you can sit on an airplane with a colleague, have a totally normal conversation without the jet engine. Or you can listen to media, and again, with one tap, the flight attendant comes up, hey, I want a ginger ale. You tap again. We're really aiming for these cohorts that need that real-world augmentation.
And, you know, just to explain to people, this is really a technology that you have to experience. I just wanted to kind of illustrate the best way that I could, being your guinea pig. Quick thing, when are these going to be available?
Filter.
No, don't do that.
I just put on crowd filter.
Don't do that.
So can everyone start talking, actually, in the audience? Just like blabber. Make noise. Blah, 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 right?
Okay, they're blah, blah, blah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we're talking now.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they're going to go away.
Are you?
No,
Oh,
keep
God.
talking.
Oh,
So.
Okay, that's enough. I'm creeped out. This is freaking badass.
So what he just experienced is our crowd filter will tune into the. So imagine you're at a restaurant, right? You can tune into the conversation at the restaurant and take out the din of the world around you.
Okay,
right?
we're going to wrap this up, but
Anyway.
one quick thing before we go. I do want to do one comparison because I think this is important, right? I'm going to let the crowd here, we play a little game called CE Yes or CE No. And, you know, from a fashion standpoint, you know, I'm going to turn this way, okay? CE Yes or CE No? I'm going to turn my head. What about design? Yes? No. Again? Again. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. All right, thank you very much. No,
Hear
we
One's
appreciate
available in February.
February.
Pre-order
much?
now.
Oh, how much?
Hear One is $299.
$299.
It's available for pre-order now. It'll start shipping in February.
I'm telling you, mind-blowing tech. This is amazing, guys. Thank you so much, Noah.